So the next baby Mr. Myers turned his attention to is baby H. She was born 6 weeks premature because of complications with her mother's pregnancy. She was a good weight, weighing over 5 pounds, but almost immediately she had breathing problems and was eventually diagnosed with a punctured lung. Now, jurors have been told that she was an unusual case for the Countess because she had to be treated with 3 chest drains, and nurses weren't used to seeing babies with such complex problems.
Lucy Letby is accused of trying to kill her twice on consecutive night shifts on September the 26th and September the 27th, just days after the third alleged attack on baby G. Lucy Letby told the court she remembered baby H, but couldn't remember specific details of the allegations without referring to the nursing notes.
So Mr. Myers reminded her of a series of text messages that she'd sent around this time, in which she described the unit as completely unsafe and referred to 18 babies being treated. Jurors have heard that it only had capacity for a maximum of 16 children at any one time.
What's the reference to completely unsafe?
The staffing levels on the unit.
Had the unit been as busy as this in all the years you'd been working there?
No, it was increasingly busy in this period.
Mr. Myers also asked her about baby H's complex needs. Here he is again.
Had you ever seen a baby with 3 chest drains, even at the tertiary unit?
No, I'd only ever seen 2.
How familiar were you, or your colleagues, with them?
None of us were overly familiar because it was something that only rarely occurred.
Were the doctors familiar with them?
No, quite often they would have to look things up, how to do things, and there were discussions on how to manage the drains.
So on this night shift, Lucy Letby was baby H's designated nurse, and she was the only baby in nursery 1.
But Lucy Letby insisted that she wasn't alone with baby H because she'd asked for another nurse to help her with the child's care, as she wasn't familiar with chest drains and wasn't happy looking after her on her own. Mr. Myers said,
The prosecution say you tried to kill her. Didn't you want her on your own so you could kill her?
No,
What were you asking for?
I wanted support from a senior member of staff.
Lucy Letby also told the jury about bitchiness between nurses on the unit. She said some of her colleagues resented the fact she was frequently allocated babies in intensive care to look after because she'd not long qualified to care for the sickest infants.